What is going on, Trident community? Evan from Trident Incorporated here, back at you with yet another video talking about the sports card hobby. And today we're going to be talking about Christmas wish list items for people in the hobby. Now, this can be collectors, this can be resellers. Just if you're in this hobby, right? If you're in the sports card hobby, things that I think would be wise to maybe put on a Christmas wish list. I know it's definitely stuff that I myself have put on Christmas wish list before, and just things that every collector, every person in this hobby I think could use. Now, there's going to be some that are pretty self-explanatory, pretty basic, but there's also going to be some that I think are pretty neat and something that could help you, whether it's with your collection, displaying it or storing it, whatever it may be. I do think that there's a lot of things here that could maybe help you. So just to give you guys some maybe last minute gift ideas as well, if you guys know anybody in the hobby that could use these things, I think it could be a pretty decent idea. Now, let's get right into it. And we're going to start off with a basic one, but an essential one, honestly, and that is top loaders. Top loaders are obviously those plastic things that you put the cards in. Basically, after you put the card in the sleeve, you'll put it in a top loader. It's just more protection for the card. It's simply more protection for the card. If you have any sort of valuable card, you're going to want that to be as protected as possible. And are top loaders the max protection? Probably not, but hey, they're much better than just having them sit there in a sleeve where a lot of stuff can happen to them. So you can get a lot of top loaders in a lot of different places. If you buy them in bulk, honestly, if you buy a lot of these things that we have listed here in bulk, you're going to be able to get a better price on them overall. I think you can buy like 200 top loaders plus 200 sleeves on Amazon for, I don't even know how much, but it's not a lot of money. It's obviously it's less than $1 per top loader. So each top loader is like 20 cents or something like that when it comes down to it. So top loaders are essential for, like I said, storing your cards as well. I think that's important. Whether you're selling your cards, I mean, you're going to want the cards to be in top loaders at least. I think that's an essential. Whether you're selling, buying, whatever, you want the cards to be as protected as possible. And I think top loaders go a long way. So yeah, it's a basic one. Everybody knows about top loaders, but I do think it's pretty important. Now we're going to go into a little bit of in-depth one. And this one is more for the collectors, maybe. But I'm going to talk about a top loader binder. Now, this is something I got last year for Christmas, and I had put it on my wish list, basically. I was like, hey, I really want one of these top loader binders. It is a binder. It is a sports card binder, just like you see, except it is much bigger than a regular binder. It is much bigger because it allows you to put the cards in the top loaders and then put those cards in the top loaders into that binder. So I think this is good for if you have maybe some more valuable cards and you want to put them in a binder. I think putting them in a top loader binder. Binders are cool. Regular binders are cool too. That's something that I think you could always use. But I do think if you're putting them in a top loader binder, they're going to be even more safe. And I think, like I said, if you have a valuable PC or something like that you want to put away maybe in a binder, I think top loader binders are pretty cool, and they're pretty affordable too. I do think they're pretty affordable. You can fit a good bit in there, and it's a little surprising, right? Because of the space that top loaders will take up. But I do like them. Like I said, I'm pleased with the one that I received for Christmas last year. I put a couple PC items in there for sure. I'm continuing to fill it, so I plan on getting a lot more top loader binders as well. I don't want to have just one, so it's something that's pretty valuable to me, and I think a really neat idea, to be honest with you. So be on the lookout for a top loader binder. I think it's pretty cool. But with that being said, let's also get in to card stands. Okay, now these can be individual ones. Okay, these can be individual ones that you can find, or these can be sort of like I think there's like a 2-pack where you can put them together. That's one of the ones I have, actually. You can put them together and they look pretty neat. It's just another way to display your cards, right? This is mostly for collectors. It's another way to display your cards that you have without breaking the bank, really. There's not really a way, you can get those not really plaques, the cases, basically, right? You can get those. Some of those can get kind of expensive though, right? And I know that if you're hanging them up on your wall or whatever, it can get a little tough to do that. Card stands, you can put them almost anywhere, right? I mean, they go from big to small. Like I said, the individual ones are pretty small, right? The individual ones you can fit pretty well anywhere. But the bigger ones, you can fit on maybe a nightstand or whatever it may be, some sort of shelf. Like, you can fit that anywhere. So again, it's just another way to display your cards, show off your collection. I think it's pretty neat to have. It looks good. I really enjoy. Like I said, a lot of these things that I'm naming are stuff that I have and have tested out. So it's not stuff that I haven't already gotten myself and haven't been pleased with. I have been pleased with a lot of this stuff that I have received. So, and this is over the years as well. So I am happy with the card stands and everything like that. I think it's really neat. And it's something where if you're a collector and you want something to help display your collection, I think if you don't have any card stands, I think you should maybe be on the lookout for some. Because, like I said, if you're buying them in bulk, you can get them at a pretty decent price. You could also get, like I said, that one where it's kind of like it's almost like a tower almost. It's pretty neat on how it looks. That's one of the ones that I actually own. But speaking of cards, and this is about storing cards. Now, this goes for collectors and for resellers. If you're buying whatever, if you're in this hobby, a card case, okay, whether it's a Zion case or maybe it doesn't have to be a Zion case. I know Zion cases are very popular. They're also very expensive, right? I get that they're the top of the line. You can get different sizes and all that stuff. But a card case to carry around, whether it's at shows, whether it's, at your local card shop, or whether it's just at home, to put your cards somewhere to keep them safe. A lot of these cases are pretty good, honestly. You can find a lot of different ones. It doesn't have to be Zion cases. Look, if you want to get a Zion case, I get it. They look amazing. I personally don't have one of them. I have a card case that is not a Zion case, and mine works great. You can also obviously get different sizes too. You can get bigger ones, you can get smaller ones. I've seen a lot of different styles of those card cases. Again, I think this applies for both resellers and collectors alike, because again, you want to keep your cards as safe as possible. And I think that's important. And also when you're walking around at shows, you don't want to keep, open up a backpack or whatever and just throwing them in there. This way it's a little more organized, a little more in order there. You're able to put them in, especially if you have a bigger one that can hold, a lot more cards. It makes a lot more sense to do that and bring that to a show. Obviously, a downfall is you do have to carry it around. Most of the time, it's not going to fit in a backpack or anything. But hey, I do like it. It has helped me a lot with sorting cards and everything, keeping things in one spot so I don't lose the cards as well. I know where they are at all times. And I think a card case, like I said, you don't have to go the high end. I think, a lot of these different ones will work. But if you want to, you go get a Zion case, that'd be really cool. Like I said, I would love to own one. I haven't gotten the stomach to go buy one yet, but maybe in the future I will. But I do think card cases are a pretty big deal. But let me know what is on your Christmas wish list for the hobby, okay? In terms of whether it's supplies or particular boxes, particular sets, right, that are just coming out now. I'm curious to hear. I didn't want to go particular sets here because I could have gone on and on about you can get this and that and that. I just wanted to narrow it down to sort of supplies and stuff that I think could be useful for both collectors and resellers as well. So stuff for your PC, stuff to display your sports cards, to store your sports cards, and keep your cards protected. Stuff that I think all people in this hobby could definitely use is the stuff that I wanted to list here. So hope you all enjoyed that. But thank you all for the support on Trident Inc. on Whatnot. We really, really appreciate it. The shows have been fantastic. Thank you all so much. Please don't forget to follow us on social media. We're going to be plugging that on here a little bit more. You can follow us on Instagram at Trident Incorporated. You can also join our exclusive Facebook group, Trident Inc. community page. Your request to get in, we will accept you. No questions asked. But thank you all for watching this video. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, and keep collecting.